Alright, what's up everyone? Sorry for the sound being a little loud at the start. That was an actual rip, so I had to Alrighty then, well it's been a few weeks. Like I said in my community post, there's not much of an update on Margaret Diaz video. The script is almost done, it's just things got busy and uh I could not write the final parts. I'm working on writing those final parts soon. Maybe even today. No water. There's no water. But until then, I was inspired by the 30th anniversary of Pokemon and a part of like the Fire Red and Leaf Green re-release, which have not bought and I'm not playing. But I played a lot of Pokemon last year, so I'm not playing tons of Pokemon this year, especially because there's not gonna be much Pokemon to play this year. There's not no games really this year. I'm not really interested in Pokepia. Funnily enough, for me, like Pokemon, my enjoyment of Pokemon mostly comes from the games and the main series games, not the spin-offs. Because, um, I mean, I come to Pokemon for a particular thing, and that's it. So, um, if I don't get that, then I don't really care. I somewhat care about the anime, but honestly, it's been years since I really cared, and I don't really care much about the current anime. Although I do appreciate what they're doing, I just don't really care anymore. And I've never been into the cards, and other stuff is obviously very uh extra and stuff like that. So sorry about that. Anyway, but I do love the games. But I also played a lot of the games last year, so. But we're playing Emerald today. We'll do. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that LBX playthrough ever again because it just LBX is a lot harder to play than this is. So anyway, got the game up here. Um, just to let it out there, I'm not playing anything special. I have some ideas of a team. This is my settings. Nothing special. It's kind of funny how like they have the classic. It looks terrible though, in comparison. Uh, let's start. Alright, start waiting, blah blah blah. I'm not really gonna care too much. Oh. There we go. Had to have the music. Right. But yeah, I'm not playing like a randomizer, not doing a Nuzlocke. I'm just gonna uh I'm just playing to play. So alright. Blah. Like this game, like in a lot of aspects, is like a top Pokemon game. Alright. Here's just working in the truck. Safety laws never invented. Oh, blah blah blah. Welcome to the town. And we got a bunch of slack offs. Or no, vigor offs. Which is pretty cool. Okay. Gotta do the clock here. Unfortunately, like, I don't think there's that much time mechanics in this game, actually. It's not like Gen 2. You have a GameCube. And here you have the Hoenn region, which is, again, it's like an actually really cool region. So I might get my free potion. Alright. Alright. Like, if you think about story-wise with this game, like, the one thing I will say about Emerald is that its story is, you know, pretty... One of my favorite things to do, actually, in this game is come here, and then, yeah, you're here instead. Paper. There we go. It's one of my favorite things. So, but like story-wise, this game, this is, you know, some of the best some of the best music in the series. Although, honestly, if you think about it, Pokemon music has always been really good. But like story-wise, this game has I will say it's the one thing I played Alpha Sapphire last year. You know, because the one cool thing about Pokemon is that like because there's multiple versions, it's a good excuse to do a replay through. So like, I played through Heart Gold last year, and it was my favorite Pokemon game. If I ever replay it again, I'm going to play through Soul Silver because it's a good excuse to play through another version and try something different. But I played Alpha Sapphire last year, and the writing, especially for the base campaign, is pretty much the same. It's a little different, but it really shows how like little there actually is. Not tons. The writing's fine. It's a very serviceable story, but there was a stark difference, in my opinion, when I finished the main campaign and then I did the Delta episode, which is wholly new stuff, and the writing got a lot more interesting, a lot more, you know, I don't know, like a lot more evident of your Pokemon. There you go. A lot more indicative of more modern Pokemon writing. Alright, helping the professor with the Zigzagoon. Alright, I'm going to... Now, the thing is here is also, for Gen 3 in particular, they got 3 starters, and I think they're some of the best starters in Pokemon. Like, I honestly care more about these guys than I do the Gen 1 starters. I'm not really Gen 1 guy entirely, but, like, in my opinion, like, I think some starters... Some games have better starters than others. This is one of the most balanced starter selections ever, in my opinion. And I've played with all 3 of them mostly. I think I have, yeah. But I usually play with either Trico or Torchic, and this time I'm playing Mudkip. Which I have played Mudkip before, so it's not like it's, you know... Hoenn has been like my most played Pokemon game. Alright. highlights here. But I have ideas for the team. There's some Pokemon I do want to use. Alright. Where's yeah, no, my dad's cool. There we go. Sure. Okay. How about... let me put the name here. Wart. No. I don't know if I can do this. Yeah. Mud. Muds. I can do it. Worth. Mud's worth. Okay, let's go. I do think this opening is actually not that bad of an opening. Pokemon opening's obviously, it's something I've thought about. Like, because there's an idea of a Pokemon video that I want to do. Gotta get careful over here. I always want to make you work. But a Pokemon opening is kind of it's important because it's the kind of thing where the whole goal is to get you your first Pokemon, and so you have to, you know, there can't be too much time. Because the whole point is to have Pokemon. And honestly, taking forever to get you a Pokemon is kind of... I mean, I think that's even an issue with, like, Gen 7 a little bit. It just takes you forever to get your Pokemon. That's why, like, people like in Ultra Sun and Moon as, like, a way... Because one thing I considered was... When you think about the upper versions or the definitive editions of Pokemon... it's like it's a way like to do a what is it? It's an opportunity for them to basically iterate on what they already worked on. Which is why, like, in a lot of ways, and by the way, this idea is even true with games like Black and White 2. When you play Black and White 2, especially after playing the first game, it's obviously a lot different, don't get me wrong, because it's like an actual sequel. But in a lot of ways, it is also the upper version, or the definitive version, or like the, you know, the third version, where they improved on a lot of the gameplay and address criticisms of the first game. And so, this, you know, these third versions are a way for them to add extra content. A way to sell you the game again. And a way to improve on, you know, game design. Let's see here. Here we go. Smart, blah blah. So like in Ultra Sun and Moon, which I played Sun and Moon last year. I did not play Ultra Sun and Moon. I played a little bit of it, just didn't really care for it too much. That'll be at some point. But you get your Pokemon way earlier in that game, which is just, you know, so it's a lot more beneficial. I am also going to save. I I'm not saved yet. Alright. See. Yeah, I'll fight you. Here we go. Alright. There we go. Oh wow, that was easy. Alright. Now in this one, obviously, this is before. I gotta make sure I remember this is before the physical special split, so. Alright. It's very easy to do the fights. No, yeah. Should I want to say? Crap. Let's look at this thing actually. Let's look at Musworth. Rash nature. Let me just look at what the rash nature is. Not exactly. Okay. Increase special attacking, decrease special defense. Alright, that's interesting. It actually, no, that's actually a good one. Because, water, I mean, like, water and is a special thing, so that's gonna be really helpful. And already having high attack will help with ground type attack, so that's pretty good. I will quickly go to the Pokemon Center. Alright. Just so much good music in this game. It's actually also a pretty fast opening too, which is nice. I can get through this opening really quickly and get into the meat of what I want to do. Alright, I'm that guy, I'm the cool man. And I got a Pokedex. That's pretty cool. And there's Pokeballs. So. Now, funnily enough, I think the coolest thing is, like, so this guy kind of feels like in a sense, a reboot of Pokemon. It's not really, but, like, it's a lot less, like, connected to, you know, the older ones. And, this takes place about the same time. The timeline is that this takes place same time as, nice, got the running suit. There we go. Save. Go. I'm gonna get a Zigzagoon. I want to put you in a it sucks. Puchiana, I literally have tried to make it work so many times. It's just too weak. But you know, and I already have it, and I would try to use it in this playthrough. I can do it. All right, there it is. Man, this report tackle was, you know. Oh well. Ah, crap. Oh man. I just need to get a Zigzagoon. Alright. Don't crit. Alright. Pokeball. Just need... I actually have a tradition that I started, or something I just did in my playthroughs last year. Help, no. And it was always like a female HM slave, like in HM music, like it's using it for the HM, so I always like kind of just started called it a help maker, and that's how it is. So, all right. Alright, it's Youngster Joey time, I think. No, Youngster Calvin. Calvin's first time left. Nice crit. Alright. Need to get a lot of experience from this. I needed some of the, there we go. Right. Let's fight this. Not much I can really do. I need to go to mine. Time for another fight. Just need to get into this area. I'm gonna try to eat to the first gym today if I can. see what's on here. I just need to know what's actually on the route. These aren't too much tough fights. Okay. Just trying to see, because I don't think there's anything I want on this region actually, because I already have. I don't want to use Lotad. I already have other options. It's actually going to be a little bit before we get. Another Pokemon. Maybe at least. I need to get a special move. Go. Now going to level 10. Over here, get some orange berries. I'll plant some berries here, why not? Winning. Why not? Also, I don't want to use rolls. I got rolls last playthrough actually, so. Alright, here we go. So you're gonna level 10, which will get one water gun. Alright. Oh, shroomish. Ah, crap. This isn't gonna go well. And it's got Stun Spore. Oh no. Shroomish is an awesome Pokemon. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Please avoid what you think you sacrifice. Tackle. Oh, crap. Don't miss. Ah, goodness. Okay. Yeah, I might need something else actually. The funny thing is, I remember I saw like a Reddit post at one point. You know, Reddit, whatever. It was a sentiment of like, if you think about it, like a Pokemon game. Like, I think canonically, because again, they don't. I mean, I guess not really, because technically it's in university you scurry back. But like, you just start whipping everybody's butt, and you don't lose. You can't like it's in every Pokemon story. The rivals always have to like accept that they don't have enough power because you know you're the best. There's Wally. It's funnily enough, like they really. Like they really let you go through without having like tutorialization. Like there's a few tutorials, but there's not really. Like it's kind of insane. Like Pokemon, this is like you know people kind of criticize Pokemon nowadays for over tutorializing, especially like Sun and Moon or whatever. Where this like the tutorials are pretty yeah, this stuff kind of sucks, but there's not really much besides this. You already have the fight. This is like the one tutorial in the game. I might be wrong. It's just... It's not like there's, like, too much. And it can make it a little, you know, piece of crap on repeat playthroughs, but it's so quick. This whole opening is actually very quick. We've only been streaming for... We haven't been streaming for half an hour, so I've been playing for about 20 minutes, but... You know... And we're also to get Pokemon. Like Wally, he's a lot better in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, where like he gets the sick music, he gets Glade, he gets the cool Mega. You know, my whole thing is like, I would just love him if he appeared in a future game, a lot older by the way, and he's like, yeah, I'm the champion of Poland. But I don't think they're ever gonna do that. They really don't want to, okay, that's Pokemon. They don't really like to push things forward too much in that sense. Like, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna save. We played, 30 minutes. Oh, Scott. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Alright. Warple either. I'm gonna get a Tailo just because we're going to a bug area, and I don't want to just. I actually don't want to. The issue is that can I even get? I think I can get a Tailo here. My goodness, it's 104. I think I can get a Tailo here. Yeah, you can. Oh, shoot. Oh, fine, I'll do so much 6 too. Wow. Okay. Wouldn't matter too much if I had a, chin. I'll get a tailor just because I want to have something to deal with the bugs. Man. I'm pretty sure that like either next year or something like that they're gonna release these on Switch. I think people have data mined the emulator. I think people have even gotten the ROMs to run because it's an emulation. They're not, although they are updated ROMs actually because they I think which by the way, like I actually like it. Like the one thing I'll say is I'm glad that they're doing is like they give you the event items. Like that's awesome. Thank you. And they also like kind of do it where it's not like a like it's a gimped. I'm not gonna get developer. It's rare. So I don't really care that it's rare because I wanna. Oh man. I also want a tailor because I want, like, I'm not really going to use it afterwards too much. I already have an idea for another flying type. But I don't want my, I want to share experience. And I don't want my Mudkip to get too powerful. Which it would be if I had it the only thing fighting. Funnily enough, I think there's nothing in this Impenetrable Woods that I want. Like as a permanent team member. Developer, if it was Wingo, like, just we go get like in Emerald. No, he doesn't. Come on. Give me the window. Trying to get the, not the window, the... Let's see here. Trying to get the stinking, Halo. Where's the Halo? Yes, there we go. Alright, can't mess this up. Cannot mess this up. I'm going to tackle. Alright. I have 4 Pokeballs. This shouldn't be that hard. But I've had worse. Like, it's not like it's a super it's not like it's the easiest thing to catch. Alright, here we go. Got the tail. It's a temporary Pokemon, maybe permanent, who knows. It's obviously a very popular one. How about Guster. save. Getting them rare Pokemon. This will keep, oh crap. Alright, well. Gun. I'll have to do one fight here. Because I want to use a Pokemon I want to use is Ninjask. Okay. Crap. Oh man, I think it's gonna be a tough fight. Somebody else would be good experience. I didn't want to, because I don't think I'll be able to kill him easily. Oh, never mind. See, now, I just didn't want to, I mean, maybe kill him. What did you see? Oh, shoot. See, that's where Bide's, like, you know, Bide's overall a useless move, especially, like, but it's like, it can be dangerous, like, right now. Oh, disgustor. Alright. I'm seeing some itching. Where am I going here? Heal. All right. Don't really need to talk to a lot of people. I do that if I really care, which I really don't right now. So, right now, let's look at... Does this have pickup? It does. Nice. Wow, look at this music. It's the rich kid. He's gonna heal. Ah, Guster. Hey, Guster. Hey, Guster. Just need to give Guster enough experience so he can fight on his own. Six. It's good. And there. Gonna give us some good money. So, all right. I'm actually going to do one thing here. Alright. Oh. Gotta do one thing, which that's why I'm gonna switch to this thing for 1 second. I need to. Alright. There we go. Sorry about that. I had just there was some stuttering issues for some reason, and now that's been fixed. So don't want to have that on a old game. All right. Hellbrug Words. I want to fight, buddy. Nice. Oh, look, it's perfect for Guster. Oh, sweet. This is what I wanted. He's getting all that experience. Now, one thing I actually saw when I was looking at MGBA is that you can connect this to Dolphin, which makes sense. But if I ever play through, you know, I think you can even connect Melon DS to, I don't know about that, but. Nice. Guster has been no, yeah, nice. Taylor was one of those like really like if you think about it. I mean, like these like, people always like, you know, there are some good common Pokemon in like some early common Pokemon. Guster here. It's like my one time to. Oh, my shit, I don't really want to use Taylor though, like permanently, because it's just not that like I'm against using common Pokemon. Obviously, I'm not against it. I will be using some, but oh, the Devon man. One called Shrimp. Oh no. Alright, time to fight. Team Aqua. Here we go. The squad. It's the guys, it's the homeboys who are trying to, you know. Oh, nice. This is some tough fights. Too bad Puchiana sucks. Never mind us. Oh, crap. Quick attack. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, we got a great ball. Nice. Alright. I think I actually will. I can use an orange berry to. Fine, you can't. This is not that long of a dungeon, honestly. It's not even like Viridian Forest. Viridian Forest actually has a lot more stuff than Battle Reward. But see, that's why I want Ninkata. I want to use either Ninjask or Alright, here we go. It's actually moving so smoothly now. I don't know what it was my audio buffering settings, and also got some cut there. Alright. That's the first dungeon down. Now Route 104 again. Flower shop, don't care much. Oh, this is the rich boy. It's kind of funny they have completely different. Time for another fight. Loaded! Oh, loaded! Oh, loaded! Oh, loaded! Wow. Just as powerful now. Crap! Oh. Yeah. Stun Spore is our whatever, I forgot what it's called. The ability where if you hit it, it can get you a status effect. That's a really powerful ability. I'm physical, so at least I would assume. Oh, nice. So I would assume. I guess we don't know. I would assume flying is physical. Alright. Gonna have a double battle, which we cannot avoid. So. Make sure that my Pokemon are these two. If they are. And I actually think I will. Here's what I'll do. This is not gonna be that hard of a fight. go. Time for the fight. Well. Heatup's not going to do much. Gusher will hex Heatups. And I will attack. I just got a crit. I can really understand why for VGC Pokemon decided to go with like double battles, because also because I think it goes faster, and also it just makes it a lot more interesting. You have double the attacks going across. You have to worry about like you can't certain moves. Alright, well, that's a joke battle, and we're already in Reciprocity. I think there's much we can do right now. Yeah, so we're supposed to go for the first gym fight. Oh, there is this route here. 16. Get more powerful Pokemon. And I can't go for some reason. Alright, well, I think for right now, I hate to really just cut it off after an hour, but for now, I'm gonna do it. I don't know when I'll get back to this, although it's obviously a lot easier for me to do than other things, and I should be able to go longer. It's just, right now, I don't really want to, so I think for now, it's gonna be it for the stream. Yeah. Let's see here. But yeah, for right now, I think that'll be it. Anyway, I will have some updates. I will try to get the Mario Kart VDS video done soon. Then again, I think the next videos after that, I've made a lot of mistakes with this video, and with how I've made it, and I'm trying to correct them as much as I can. But it's also just a lot of things I did out the gate. With the videos after, the videos I have planned after, they are a lot shorter and a lot more simple compared to what I was doing with this one. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.